Hey guys, it's Malekith. Welcome to part 20 of my Crusader Kings 2 campaign. I'm going to do a bit of an overview just to start off this episode. So let's start up here near Ireland. So as you can see, England, Scotland, it's the standard. Let's fight over absolutely everything with as many people as possible in as small a space as possible. So Norway is losing to England, the rebels, a random duke, and England again. But it still holds Cornwall, so I still have that mental image of Hussars surfing on their shields. Wales has two provinces down here. Oh, three even. They're just tiny. England seems to be encroaching in there. York has broken away from the majority of England. As you can see, Norway and Orkney are still doing their standard let's trade territories deal with Trondelag. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce that letter there. Busy losing to Norway, so that should all go back to being Norwegian again soon, I would imagine. It seems they've even invaded Iceland, and we have a random count that's set up his own province up here. So quite who would ever play as Iceland, as it's so far out of the way. They must spend forever dealing with boats, which are annoying. Denmark seems to be holding on with not a lot happening. Sweden is massive, and as you can see, there's the Teutonic Order. It's given huge provinces to try and protect itself from the pagans in this region, if the little pop-up blurbs are to be believed. They've given some more territories down here as well, it seems, but the Teutonic Order seems to be losing those to rebels, the King of Poland, and more rebels. So apparently you want to rebel against Crusaders, because, you know, that makes sense. Nothing like rebelling against a military order. Stuffed full of highly plate-mailed knights. But then again, I guess they spend most of the time in other parts of the world. So the Russian plains, Rostov seems to have made a return to power in terms of territory. It's got a few little dukedoms popping up in the middle of it that it looks like it's trying to suppress. The Turkmens seem to have moved further north than they originally started. I think they were down here a bit more. So the Byzantine Empire is definitely sweeping out into Hungary's sort of area, taking chunks out of Croatia. Georgia seems to have re-established itself, though, in this northern province. I know to start with these two are generally allied, but I'm not sure that's quite the case at the moment. But let's ignore that for now. So down here again, Muslim nations still not unified in any real way. If they ever managed that, they would just wipe out this area, but a lot of people have been complaining they can't play as the Muslim nations, but then I guess the game's called Crusader Kings. It kind of implies you're playing as the Christians. I realise it's not a great reason for not allowing it. I'm sure there's plenty of mods or expansions in the future that will allow it, though. So moving back over to the other part that interests Ireland mainly. You've got Mauritania down here, who seems to be losing a lot of land to France. So as long as they're keeping them busy, I'm quite happy, as they're the guys that seem to like fighting with me. We do have to worry about this region here, though, who seem to be encroaching in here, kicking out England, and apparently managing to raise enormous rebel armies against them. So I think this nation will be going back to whoever it belonged to, or forming its own one under the rebels. I'm not quite sure what happens when rebels win. France is pushing down. The Byzantines is trying to slice off the bottom. Not the Byzantines, sorry, the Holy Roman Empire, trying to slice out the bottom. Savoy is still rebelling regularly, but that's the Swiss all over for you. But anyway, that should be enough of a review for the guys that wanted it. I did want to do a sort of a look back at the family tree of Ireland for this episode, seeing as it's the 20th, but I'm going to save that for a bit later when I can do it properly, and I'm going to, have the birth and death dates of all the characters, what they gained, sort of, an amalgamation clip of all my clips from the various videos, but I just don't have time to do that at this very moment, so that can wait till a bit later, and we're just going to continuously add to it, so it might as well wait a bit. So anyway, that's 5 minutes of rubbish spoken. Let's get on with the fighting. So we can usurp a title, which is Toledo, which is these 3 regions here. It's the dukedom for them, but we can't do it at the moment, I think, because they're at war. But we won't worry about that. So I have the option now of wiping out this nation completely, because these 3 are all a same region. And he's in jail as well, which is interesting. Is he in my jail? I think that might be the guy in my prison. Where is he? Yes, it is. So I wonder how that will work when I declare war on him. In fact, I may do that as a test and try and deal with these guys a bit later. My main concern, however, is that Seville is getting very large. I'm just hoping these guys sort of have some infighting and Portugal can keep sort of stabbing at them from the side, keep them busy. Otherwise we're going to get flanked quite heavily. But I've got some sizable armies around at the moment. So we've got my Irish army led by the king. We've got some... that was just called the Irish army. I'm not sure if it's hired or not. It seems to have the right number and composition to be a hired army. And then these guys definitely are. So let's start by declaring... I can't declare war, what's that? Because I have levies raised and because I have him imprisoned. Excellent, so we can't declare war because he's in prison. So let's try ransoming him back. So I'll get 145 gold out of it. But he can't afford that at the moment. Okay, well, any which way I'm going to have to dismiss these guys. We'll march these guys down here. We do have a problem in that this is held by Burgundy. I'm not quite sure how to get that off them. But we'll see. So let's start the game and see what happens. What's this? There's a plot to get lower crown authority, and it's my mother trying to do it. Why would she want to do that? I'll just tell her to end the plot. Dismiss that. So one thing I was going to check is whether I can execute this guy without people caring. So it'll upset these guys, which is quite obvious. So let's just check. Can I ransom him? Oh, I can actually ransom him now. He might have got some gold. So he's just paid to get released. He's walked through the gates of his castle, and then the besieging army are going to march up out behind him. Though we do have a truce, Muslim nations would hate me. Do they hate me anyway? These guys seem to like me. What's going on there? Where's his liege? No, he doesn't like me. Because I'm zealous. But apparently he does like me +4 because I filled the gates of hell with stones. It's nice to know you can be liked for pushing rocks in a hole. I may go for plan B, seeing as the truce is on. Got a holy order available yet? No. Because France has them all. So they'll be crusading down here. I do like the available army though. This guy thinks I risk myself too much. Right, let's just go for it. Where is he? There. So declare war for... no. Tempting, but it's all the way down there. It's all the way over there. Which one's Leon? That one. That'd be a nice addition. And I could swipe this one a bit later. Okay, we'll do a holy war for Leon. And then I'm going to raise my troops, which some of them appear here. And the rest appear up here. I'm going to need some boats as well. That should be sufficient. Send him straight in. To make sure I keep an eye on both places at once. Oh, that's a big defensive horde in there. Alright, let's board the boat. So I'll have the mercenaries on the flank so that they get jumped first, I think. Might as well combine the Irish troops though. Oh, that's going to be painful. Get in there. I think there's a gap there, you can just march straight across. Oh, I know, you might do fine there. So we've got a positive because we're in the hills. So this should go okay. And they've got a negative, massive negative as they're going across a river. Send the fleet home. March the reinforcements in. Okay. So which armies have we got here? We'll send the King's army north. And the other army from the guys down here to chase the stragglers. Oh wait, then we haven't got enough to siege. So maybe not. We'll leave them there. But I do want to get the King's army away. King's army instantly loses a percentage of his troops. Okay. They've just got a lot more men from their various provinces. So you can see the various sieges over here as a percentage. Okay. So Sevilla's just called these guys in to help with the Holy War. Let's just see if a Holy Order's available yet. Nope. I'm just going to have to watch for a large army from this direction. or one from that direction. I think we'll retreat into Zamora and group up. Okay, what's this? So my vassal has told me that my spy master is apparently trying to kill me. Well, he's up to stuff. Well, considering she dislikes me and the spy master likes me, I'd be inclined to not believe her in the slightest. I think I'll tip off the victim and see what happens. How many guys have got there? So you've got 1,200 there. I merge those two. March them north. As soon as they get there, I can bring the larger army down, because they'll sufficiently siege that lot. Which then should leave me with significant numbers here to fight this lot off. Good, that's them beat. Oh, where'd those guys come from? So I'll send them up to help. What's this one? Somebody seeks to lower the Crown Authority, which was the one that was accusing the spy master. This one. Vassal might revolt, 47%. My cousin. Oh, why are you revolting? Because he's ambitious and has -50. Okay, where's the marshal? Let's see if we can get him over there and do anything about it. I doubt it will, but you never know. Meantime, we want to watch this fight. Someone's calling jihad. And somehow they instantly won it. It's a bit weird. So it looks like we're cutting these guys down nicely. Ah, I didn't notice that they were sieging down here though. What troops have I got available? Not a lot. There's quite a few in these other provinces. let's bring them all together. 1,500. And then what's in here? And I'll send the 800 out as well. Just what I wanted. We have rebellion in Wales. I think that's the only province he owns. Yes. So. Time to raise the troops and go slap him for being stupid. Nothing like a war on multiple fronts. Just pause it, go up here, say, yep, this army's ready. Oh, you cheeky bugger. He's sneaking in up the top here where I wasn't looking. However, dismiss those ones so they don't instantly get jumped. And they can march straight onto there. Back down this way. So these guys are nearly assembled. Dismiss those so they don't get jumped. Actually, no, I want them to get... Ah, that's a shame. For some reason it won't let me raise them again. Probably because it knew that was coming. So, they're quite happily sieging away there now. This lot can march into there. These sieges are still in swing. Let's go. So here's our fight. So the vassals are just going to have to be unhappy that I've raised all their armies because, you know, I'm dealing with stuff. So tough. Siege of Leon. We've just captured the castle part of it. These guys seem to be giving up their siege to run away, seeing as this lot are marching in. I'll send them back to there to dismiss them in a second. Oh, we just took a lot of losses there. Deal with him afterwards, I think. Send those guys back in, right, and then back down to Spain again. So now we have to play chase the armies around the map. Oh, and there's a peasant revolt in Dublin. I hate you, Dublin. Can't do anything right. You're not in a friendly port. Fine, you can sit there and do nothing for a while. So we've now captured this guy, which means we can offer him peace. Whereby he loses a lot of prestige and we gain some. And I'm going to revoke his title. Give. Alright, you guys can go home. You guys apparently are still in an unfriendly territory, so now they've gone home, we should be able to raise troops to try and deal with this rebellion. I need to find someone to give this to. How much do you own? You own 1. Might as well just give it to him. Seeing as he's been fairly reliable. It's all relative with the Irish, seeing as they rebel on a regular basis, but you know. So now back to dealing with Spain. Right, I'm going to split this out again. Breton band can march that way, and this lot can go chase these guys. And back up here to deal with these lot. I dismiss this yet? No, maybe because there's, I don't know, fighting going on around here or something. Hopefully we catch this army. No, but the French were coming in from the other direction. So what's this? Okay, the church wants their law to supersede the city. I'm going to agree with the city because I want the tax. Defenders' morale drops. We managed to convince them I've got someone inside the castle. Siege of Zamora is nearly completed. And the second part of Lyon's not far off either. So that's this army here. Caught and being destroyed. Let's go have a quick check up in Ireland. Yep, they're dealt with, so we can dismiss this. And what was I going to do next? I was going to reassign the marshal to train more troops down here. Oh, who's rebelling now? Oh, Munster has a 1% chance. Why is she so unhappy? Let's see. Just dislike. Excellent. Well, have some money and shut up. So So we managed to convert someone to the Catholic faith, which is what's going on down here. Yeah, we've got the chaplain trying to convert the province here from Sunni to Catholic. So which siege was that we just took? So we just took the second part of Lyon. And we're busy destroying this army here. Unfortunately some rebels popped up to attack Seville in the north here. They probably won't win, but they'll at least reduce the size of that army. So that's another siege in Zamora successful. So the war score's going up nicely. I don't like these guys standing around quite so much though, but that's because they've got a huge rebel army in their province, so. Oh, let's freeze that a second. Okay, we've got a peace offer. What's he say? So we'd gain all the holdings owned by him in Lyon and some prestige, which is what I want. So there we go. The Irish march to capturing Spain continues. Why is this vassal unhappy all of a sudden? Because I've got too much land. Okay, that's fair enough. I was going to hand it out anyway if he gave me more than a nanosecond to do so. So, what's the second title I can usurp? So I'll take the Emirate of Lyon off them. And I still can't usurp this one because he's still at war, I think. Yep. With the big province that we were fighting earlier. He's sort of declared independence from them, it seems. Anyway, I've still got some domain that I have to hand out. So let's see. He has two of the counties down here. So I think what I'll do is give him, because he's the heir, he's unlikely to revolt, I'll give him these three provinces and the dukedom of them. So, dukedom of Lyon and all lower titles. So he now owns those three, which drops me back into my limit. And the revolting vassals have disappeared because I've sorted that out. Militarily, dismiss all my levies and all my vassals. And that nicely isolates these up here. So you've got Portugal and I can't remember what this region was called, Seville is the owner of it, but and that's my half hour slot, guys. So Ireland takes another chunk. It's not bad for one episode's worth to get 3 whole provinces off them and still have sufficient armies left to continue the march to take these back once the truce expires, which is on the 2nd of April 1219 and it's the 11th of October 1209, so that's 10 years. So I may have to find a third person to declare war on and take land off of in the interim between these two, getting their peace settlements done. Might as well upset as many natives as possible. So that's the end of episode 20. See you next time.